Hello everyone. We are going to be making some videos for all of you to follow along. It's important to note that these videos are kind of to put things together and give you some concept of style within each section of, for right now, we'll do the opener. But you need to make sure you do a really good warm-up before watching this video, and also practice your vocal part for the section we're going to be doing for each video before you do this, because we're not going to really go through like a lot of notes in this. We're going to be kind of talking about style and certain aspects of diction and helping kind of put the parts together so you hear how that fits before we have our short vocal rehearsal tomorrow, Tuesday. So for today, Monday, make sure you do a good warm-up with the videos that the vocal captains made over the summer, and then make sure you also practice the section we're going to work today, which is kind of the opening letter D of the opener. And we're going to work, in this video at least, through the section that starts at letter G. So we're just going to kind of talk through how these parts fit together and kind of the style of tone that we're going to want for this. First of all, it's super important that when we're singing this opening, that it's like kind of subtle in terms of tone, but really precise and enunciated really crisply and cleanly. So the diction is super important, even though it's not that big section yet. So we just came out of this kind of 3/4 section. That's the girls. And then for the boys. And then you're going to hear this in the piano. That K, really important. Come look at the freaks. So make sure we get lots of consonants and really open, hollow sound. We don't want to over-sing this section, but the diction needs to be really consistent and balanced across the ensemble. Come look at the freaks. Okay, and so the F and the K really enunciate those, as well as the K sound at the beginning of come look. All right, so as we're coming in there, again, make sure that you listen for the piano change that comes into this 3/4 section. Come look at the freaks. And ladies sing. Come examine the aberrations, the malformations, grotesque physiques. So you're going to notice that we're going to kind of lean into the ties across the bar at 45, and also formations. The way that it's written here with the rhythms goes right along with the syllabic stress of the words. So the guys together at 45, I'll sing the tenor part but play both. Come examine the aberrations, their malformations, grotesque physiques. Now, we're going to make that, a little bit more subtle when we get with everybody together. But as you're kind of working on style, really kind of lean into those syncopated ties across the bar. So for ladies, so together, you're going to hear some dissonance here between the soprano. So the soprano ones, come examine the aberrations. And that goes against the tenor C. Come examine the aberrations. So we got to get that 7 in there. So really listen for that tenor against that soprano part there. So all the parts together. I'll sing the tenor part again while doing the piano part here. So it's come examine the aberrations, the malformations, grotesque physiques. So we want those aberrations and malformations, those syncopated rhythms there to really go along with the text there. And then we go back to just the ladies singing that. Pennies for peaks. Put those P's in there really crisp and clean. Only pennies for peaks. Come look at the freaks. And again, that FKS. That's what we want to focus on there. Then we get kind of at letter F, we kind of get this interplay between the guys singing the melody. Come look at the freaks. They'll haunt you for weeks. Okay, but we get this kind of spooky legato thing. like kind of the haunting ghosts are the girls here. So very creepy and kind of spooky there. Since it's just there's no diction, you just really focus on kind of leaning into that phrasing there. Okay, like nice and creepy, while the guys maintain that real crisp, clear diction. Come look at the freaks, they'll haunt you for weeks. And then we get all four parts again. Come explore why they fascinate you, exasperate you. And then, ladies, when you do that, flush your cheeks. I want the F to really kind of start the tone there and then come off of it on the SH. And flush your cheeks. See, the sh kind of goes in between there to kind of give that little swish of air and that kind of that stylistic articulation there. Come explore why they fascinate you, exasperate you, flush your cheeks. Come hear how love speaks. And then this is obviously when we drive into that new tempo. Come look at the freaks. And that's when we really drive into the less subtle, I guess, tone. And that's where we really want to push and crescendo all the way to the end of measure 68. So kind of going through this section all the way to G, it's all about the subtleties of those diction things, really making sure we get those expressive consonants coming across, that nice interplay between the guys and the girls when the girls are doing more of that legato, ethereal type of style, and the guys maintain that real crisp and clean diction. This is where we want to drive. So ladies, come in here. Come look at the freaks, and then drive all the way to the end of that measure. Okay, that was the first sopranos, an octave lower. Altos, you just stay on the E and then go up to the A. Come look at the freaks, freaks. That's your octave. And that's second altos. First altos, you're actually going to sing the A on freaks with the second sopranos and then just go up to the B, B natural. Come look at the freaks. So then the alto parts together there. We get that real harsh dissonance there between. Second sopranos, you're going to sing the A and then go up to the E and then down to the D. Come look at the freaks. And notice that I'm not going E with this forward lips here, creating more space when you go up to that E. Got lots of space there. Drop that jaw, drop that tongue, so we get lots of space for that tone to kind of vibrate up there. And then first sopranos. Okay, as much as you can get up there on that ah. Think ah instead of the E vowel, so we can really let that tone vibrate up there. Basses, you stay on the A. Come look at the freaks. Baritones, you're going to start with the basses and then just go up to the C. You start on the C. Come look at the freaks. That's the baritone. And then tenors. Freaks. And then crescendo on 68. So don't give everything you have on measure 67. Make sure you leave something for the crescendo. The biggest part of the crescendo is going to happen at the very end of it, as opposed to the beginning. So, come look at the freaks. Really drive it into measure 69. Okay, so I'm just going to play the piano part so you can kind of hear how that works in context with that whole opening section. So I'm going to read off of my score just because it's easier for me to read it in context. But this is letter D all the way to the big section at measure, the downbeat of 69. So follow along in your music that you picked up this morning. All right, letter D. Come look at the freaks. Come gaze at the geeks. Some in the apparitions, the malformations, grotesque physiques. No, that's like grotesque physiques. Come look at the freaks. Very haunting there for the ladies. Explore why they fascinate, exasperate you, and flush your cheeks. Come hear how love speaks. Come look at the freaks. And then we'll get that in a new video starting there at letter G when we change that style into come see the prettiest gal. We'll do that on a different video.